Lazy is the word of the day. Well, it's been tough sitting back and not making a video about this very topic. It brings me back to San Diego Comic-Con Fundays 2023.
Why is that? Did you get food poisoning again?
No, because I didn't go.
Remember that chicken sandwich?
It was so bad that Funko made a joke out of it. So in 2023, if you were a Funko collector at the time, you probably remember the discrepancy with the Box of Fun at Home edition versus the Show edition. They released the same Funko Pop for both the Show and at the Box of Fun at Home edition.
But they had a different sticker with a different limited edition number.
Now, upon seeing this photo that was leaked over the weekend, I thought that we were seeing exactly the same thing. I just needed another pair of eyes, and you used your eyes and those big gigantic glasses to tell me that, Chris, I don't think this is the same thing. But we're gonna get into that. First, I want to mention Day of Mischief and how awesome it was to see all of you for that lovely event. It went over so well. I'm so happy to see all the positive feedback, and now I can't wait to ramp up the planning for Night of Mischief, which will take place during New York Comic Con 2025.
More information to come about that when it gets much closer.
But before New York Comic Con and before Night of Mischief, Living Dead Weekend is right around the corner, June 6th through the 8th.
It's taking place at Monroeville Mall in Monroeville, Pennsylvania, just outside of Pittsburgh. This is where the original Dawn of the Dead 1978 was filmed, and it is going to be so cool. We have some really awesome stuff planned for you guys, to include 3 incredible figures designed by some amazing artists.
One was designed by our artist Noel, another designed by Devin, and the last one is designed by Michael Duran, the master behind many of the prints that we've dropped over the years. This is his very first figure, and we are super stoked. Here is a promo for all 3 figures. Not only will we have figures, but we'll have pins, apparel, and much, much more. You're not going to want to miss this event. It's going to be a blast.
Head over to thelivingdeadweekend.com to get your tickets now. It's only a couple of weekends away. And make sure you sign up for our newsletter at MISCHIEFtoys.com to learn all of the most up-to-date information about everything that we do here at Mischief Toys.
Many years ago, during 2023's Fun Days, we had that big fiasco happen. And when I saw the photo, which I'm about to show you, I had a feeling this was the same thing. We were about to see the same exact thing. So what happened, we had the same Funko Pop with 2 different stickers.
Yeah, one at home and one in person. This happened with multiple pops, but Chris has one right here. This was the in-person Box of Fun metallic Megatron Freddy Funko. And as you can see, it's 500 pieces on this sticker, but they had the same exact Funko Pop in the same box, but at home, the only difference was different sticker, and it said 2,000 pieces. Now, initially, it was really interesting because there were very few photos circulating online of these things. And as we know, a lot of people who are Funko Pop collectors keep their pops in the boxes. So there was a lot of speculation happening. Okay, first, Captain America at Fun Days debuted, and then people started getting their boxes of fun at home, and they found a Captain America in their at home boxes. So we thought, okay, what if one has a shield on his back and the other doesn't have a shield?
No, this is what you thought. Don't put me in this boat, Heather.
And no, this was speculation all over the internet. We thought,
Not we.
I thought one has a closed fist and the other one it's open. But these were like sort of pixelated, like you couldn't really tell what was happening.
It was Fistgate 2023.
Yeah, that sounds horrible, but yes it was. And with this guy, in this hand, you can't really see it, but he's holding a gun. So we thought, okay, maybe the one at the show is holding a gun, but the one at home isn't, because like I mentioned, people keep their pops in boxes. There were very few pictures circulating, and we wanted to trust Funko that they wouldn't pull that shit, but they pulled that shit.
So it's not a gun. He has an arm cannon that's attached to his arm.
Okay.
I didn't look. It's a Megatron thing, Heather, and I just wanted to make sure we clear that up.
Okay.
But here's another Funko Pop that was dropped at home, which is the non-metallic, which made sense that they would have a metallic one at the show non-metallic at home. But
Yeah.
instead they sent them both home, which was really, really weird.
As you can see on the at-home metallic one, it does say 2,000 pieces. So in theory, you'd imagine that there's 2,000 at home plus this 500 piece one, because we haven't found a difference on it. It's the same fucking thing.
So as I originally said in this video, when I saw this photo, I thought we were going down the same path yet again in 2025. Something we have not mentioned in this video yet. We found out in 2023 that that was a purposeful thing.
Yeah.
The whole sticker fiasco was a person at Funko making a decision. It was not accidental, as we found out through many sources. This was something that somebody pushed the OK button on, which is absolutely insane. So here are the two Funko Pops in question. You have one that's black and white, and you have another one that's sepia. So when I saw this photo, I thought, is it possible that it's under a different light?
That is very well possible, because we've seen that happen many times with many different things. The boxes are too close to the same color for that to be the case.
I agree with you there, because the Freddy Funko on the front of the box does have the same exact like color. Like his face and his hair, and the box color, the blue, it's all matching up except for the Funko Pop itself.
Yeah.
So kind of what we're looking at here is how lazy this is.
Yeah.
And my concern is that you're gonna see Funko Pops that are like this, where you have two very almost unnoticeable differences.
Yeah, I mean, this is noticeable. Here, you know what? You said it was because of my glasses that I figured it out. So why don't you take a look? Do you see? They're completely different. You look sort of cool. They really look good on you, yeah.
Wow, I didn't realize your head was that big.
Okay, fuck you. Let me take a picture. You look like you're doing science.
So at the end of the day, this just comes down to laziness. You have a 2,000 piece and a 550 piece, and you're probably saying, well, Chris, you have two Megatrons.
I was just about to say that.
And they're not very different, and I would totally agree with you on that. However, if we're looking at this to me looks like a cartoon representation of Megatron.
Yeah, and
this one is a metallic
like,
one. And that's something that we have seen in the past from Funko. Why a sepia variant and why a black and white variant? It's too close.
Yeah, so the black and white thing is really cool in my opinion. I like that line that they're doing. I think they're very unique. They look like sketches to me, which I really, really dig. But I'm in agreement with you. I feel like this is very lazy. So one thing that I would say that would make this better, I'm pretty sure we got a variant of him in color, like full color. What would make this acceptable to me is instead of the sepia variant, still keep him looking like a doodle, but have it like a colored in doodle.
Do you know what would make this even sicker? Is if you had it where it splashed across like almost diagonally, like somebody took a paintbrush and painted only part of him.
Oh, like he's still in progress.
Mm-hmm. And then you could have made that
cool.
like almost glossy and the rest of it non-glossy.
Like matte?
And it would have looked like it painted over him. It would almost look like magic or something.
That's cool.
That would have been incredibly cool because you could have done it part of his face, you could have done part of his outfit, and maybe only do part of his leg and maybe part of a shoe. But it would almost like come down diagonally. Like they would look two totally different Funko Pops, even though one still has black and white. When you're doing sepia and a black and white one, they're so closely the same. Who really gives a crap? And so, by the way, I looked at the little sticker on there, the little QR code, and I tried to zoom in as much as I could. And both of those numbers look so similar to me. And it's hard for me to read them out, but they look real similar, but they literally could be off by a number or a letter or something. But they look so similar. And I wondered if lighting is really a factor in some capacity with this, but I don't know. I don't think so by looking at them.
I don't think it is. It reminds me almost like sun bleaching.
So for those who bought Fundays tickets already and they're going, congratulations, that's awesome. You're going to attend this wonderful event. I hope it's a great event. We also noticed that it looked like there was a bunch of Sunday slots open, but maybe they were pulled down and didn't actually sell out. There's a little weirdness going on there.
Yeah, I heard about that. That's sort of weird.
But the amount of people that are going to this thing is probably going to be unbelievable. But you made a very good point in that the limited edition Funko Pops that are associated with this box could make the box more expensive this time.
I don't know how they're doing this or how they priced everything because I don't know what else will be added to it. I would assume that the ticket comes with the box.
Right, I would think the same exact thing. That would only make sense. And in a previous video, we had mentioned, is it possible that this box, because they're limited edition, maybe they still fall under that pricing of the number schema, that maybe your box would only have one Funko Pop in it that would be super low. And then you might have a box where it had 3 Funko Pops in it that are like 1,000 a piece or 500 a piece. And then one would be 100. Because if we look at this right here, if you have a 99, which apparently would have to be signed, it would be $100 to $200.
Yeah.
100 to $499 would be $60, so on and so forth. So could the boxes be broken down this way where you're going to get certain Funko Pops in that box?
Based off of the cost of the box.
Bingo.
That's my thought, yeah, because that Pinocchio was $550, so that would make it a $50 pop. And then the other one was 2,000 pieces, so that would make it $40. So I'm really curious about how this is going to play into the price of the box.
That's very well possible.
Yeah.
I guess we're going to find out when we get our boxes of fun and we see what's in there. Because, like, as an example, if somebody pulled a, let's say, 99 piece or lower, it would be like $100 to $200. I don't know how much the box was, but let's say it's a $100 Funko Pop, and then you throw in 2 of the 500 pieces, right? And it's like a $200 value in that box. I have no idea how this is going to go. I guess we're going to find out. And with the amount of tickets that they sold, I'm interested to see what Funko Pops they end up putting in these boxes.
Me
I mean, because
too.
there has to be a lot of tickets being sold. That means that there's a lot of pieces associated with this event. But if there's somebody only getting one Funko Pop in the box, and it's a $200 Funko Pop.
Yeah, but I don't think they would do that because typically they come in like a pre-packaged thing that has like a designated amount of spots for whatever it is. Like, remember when we went to Fright Night, there were 3 pops and then like sodas and stuff. So they had to make the box fit all of those items.
And another leak that we heard is that there are going to be sodas, maybe the very last sodas ever, associated with these boxes.
I don't want to say there are, I want to say there may be. Because there have been times where things have changed and what our sources have told us did not come to life.
So I'm happy to see that Funko isn't making like the same mistake over again. Of course, that is if that is truly a sepia and that's truly a black and white one and they are separated in that way, which it seems to be. When I originally saw the photo, because I only saw it at a glance and it was just before I think Day of Mischief, I thought to myself, oh my God, they're doing it again. Like, how could they fuck this up again? And they're sending Funko Pops at home and at the show with the same number. And quite frankly, for us at home, it doesn't really matter so much, like what we're getting. It's really the people at the show. They're paying that ticket. They're paying for their flights typically. They're paying for a hotel space. All of those things only to get exactly what everybody else got. In the past, they were getting like a show. Like, it was a full show, food, it was a whole thing.
Yeah,
This is going to be a different experience.
It's going to be a different experience, but we don't know what it is, so we can't really speak on if we feel like it would be worth it yet. Now, we will be able to make a determination based off of what people are saying on the internet afterwards, and like, because you know people are going to record it, or they're going to lay out exactly how things happened. So I'm really excited to see what happens. I really hope that everybody who goes to this event is happy. I feel like in order to make those people happy, they need to ensure that they don't do the same shit that they pulled at Fun Days 2023, having really exciting pops at Fun Days and then the same exact boxes for the people at home. Like, what's the point in even going, right?
Exactly, yeah. But you've already bought your ticket, so you don't know.
Yeah.
So my hope is that whatever is at the Box of Fun at the event are much better than what we're seeing right here. Because this is a potential leak. Somebody in the comments on Dish Tracker says this is, I think they said, obviously fake. I don't know that to be true. I don't know if it's obvious because the box has been printed. I don't know how you would fake that. Like, somebody would have to go through a lot of work to fake it.
Yeah, this happens all the time. So this is from Savage Pops, and I don't believe that he would do anything like that. I'm pretty sure that both of these pictures are from him, so he would have said if it was the same pop.
So the last time we went through all this, we had somebody at the Funko end sending us a bunch of different photos and things. I think they were coming directly out of the warehouse, which I assume that's where this stuff is coming from. So expect more leaks. And the more leaks that come out, the more we're going to cover them. And in fact, we have a brand new leak, which is from Dish Trackers, and I'm really stoked over this Funko Pop. Star-Lord. And I'm really excited about this. It is an online edition. It's 1,500 pieces. I love Star-Lord. I love Guardians of the Galaxy. I'm a Marvel guy. So this is the second Marvel Funko Pop that we've seen, because we also have Iron Man, which I think the Iron Man is a little bit more like lame. Maybe it's because we've had a Freddy Funko as Iron Man previously, and he had the beard, he had the whole thing. And it's a classic, whereas we've never had Star-Lord before.
Yeah.
And I'm really excited about this Star-Lord. I hope I get it.
It's okay to me. So I love Guardians, and for whatever reason, when I glanced at this, I couldn't really tell it was Star-Lord. Like, I think I would have much preferred, like, it would be really cool if he had like a little rocket with him or something, or like a little Groot. Oh my God. You know what I would really love is him with the cassette player.
You know what would be even cooler?
What?
Freddy Funko as Groot.
That would be wild.
That would have been wild.
How would they do that?
Well, they can make him a new sculpt for his head where it'd be like wooden. But I think it would be badass,
cool.
yeah, to have like the big one, you know, the new variant, the big guy.
Or what if his head was the planter?
Oh my God, that would be so
Groot was
awesome.
sticking out.
Sticking out of it.
Or like the crown was the planter.
Oh my God, that would be amazing. By the way, this photo is also from Savage Pops.
Yeah.
So it looks like Savage Pops has somebody on the inside.
He's
sending him
savage.
all this stuff. Yeah, he's getting everything. So good for him, and I can't wait to see what else is coming. And if you have connectivity in some way, shape, or form that you can share some of these photos with us, please do. Email us at gastlecast@gmail.com or message us on Instagram. We promise we won't share who you are with anybody else. We just love this content.
Well, unless you wanted us to.
Yeah, unless you want us to share it, which I'm pretty sure you don't.
Savage doesn't seem to care. He's savage.
I expected to see some lazy Funko Pops, but I also expect to see some really stellar ones, because years back in 2022, we got one of the best Freddy Funkos ever, which was Darth Maul Freddy, glow in the dark. It was such a cool piece, and I hope we see more of that during this upcoming 2025 show, just like Freddy Funko as Optimus Prime, which is a great set that released years ago. I want another Transformer. Let's hope for another Transformer. Starscream, Freddy Funko. Come on, I need it. So I can't wait to see what's next. We will share more information as we get it.
Let us know what you think about all of this, and also let us know what you want to see out of this year's box of fun in the comment section down below.
In every video, we like to shout out to some of our patrons from Patreon. In this video, we'd like to shout out to Brandon Staden, Elizabeth Orzon Wednesday, Tasha White Barnes, Greg Malley, Nelson Shaner, Amy Richmond, Denver Bow, Adam Rubin, Brian Spears, and Veronica Knotts. Thank you guys so much for your continued support. We appreciate all of our patrons. You guys rock. Check out our Patreon at patreon.com/Gastlecast for more details. We go live every single month with our patrons via Google Meet. We hang out, we do giveaways and show upcoming Mischief Toys things. In the most recent call, we showed off some of the Living Dead Weekend stuff, which was an absolute blast. We talked about Day of Mischief and much more. In the June call, we have even more to show and even more to give away. So join up, patreon.com/Gastlecast. It's a great community full of great people. Come and hang with us. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the little bell. That way you'll know anytime we go live or post brand new content. You don't want to miss new content. We have a blast here. Come back and watch us live every Sunday between 8 and 9 p.m. Eastern. All right, that's all we've got for you in this video. Thank you for staying until the end. We'll see you in the next one.
Bye.